You know what's crazy, man? A lot of people sat up here and said Trae Young is not that good of a basketball player. He hasn't done nothing at this level. And you see how one little regular season game has flipped everybody. It seems like every time he plays New York, people are like, "Oh yeah, that's the Trae Young I know." Man, look, quit trying to compare this guy to Luka Doncic. We're not out here comparing Steph Curry to Nowinski, or we're not comparing him to Jokic right now. Like it's just the expectations is getting too high for anybody because at the end of the day, nobody's doing what Jokic is doing right now. To be honest, if anybody was to compare Luka to anybody right now, he should be getting compared to Jokic right now. He ain't doing what Jokic doing. And I hate to bring him up right now, but every time Trae Young names comes up, it seems like everybody expects him to win 3 championships right now. His roster has had an overhaul. They for some reason executives have left the building after going to the Eastern Conference Finals. A lot of things have happened behind closed doors, but I just don't like the way the fans try to project on Trae Young like he's a bum and oh he's overrated. Why is he talking and why is he doing this and he needs to sit back and relax and leave this to the people who actually know what they're doing in basketball. He's too small. He's a ball hog. He's a coach killer. All this kind of things. First of all, I see people that a lot of people call the GOAT these days that run through they run through certain coaches like it's nothing. Like it's tinfoil. So for Trae Young to get so much pressure put on him for some odd reason, it's just weird to me. I don't really understand it because he's done everything he needs to. The dude averages like 25 and 10 on any night. 30 and 10 on any night. Dude's averaging like 29 and 10, 30 and 10. I mean, you pray to God for a certain basketball players to come into the league and actually play like this. And now people are sitting up here like, man, I don't want to see that, man. It's not leading to winning and everything else. So on the other hand, with other basketball players like Luka, Jokic, Westbrook, they get stats, and for some reason, it's like when Trae Young get these same kind of stats, he doesn't get any kind of praise for it. Dude never gets any kind of can't even make an All Star team. And I know people were saying, "Oh well, I thought." I heard recently people were saying, "Oh well, it's because the coach, him and the coach didn't get along, and the style of play." I mean, if you're getting 30 and 10, and the coach is complaining about something, it's the coach's fault. Then I'm gonna be real with y'all. At this level right now, the kind of basketball I'm seeing being played, any coach complaining about how the style of play Trae Young is in, I ain't trying to hear it, man. He ain't, I'm not. I'm really not. He's getting better at everything every year. Since he's been in the league, he's been getting better at defense every year. People talking about how he's a liability. Nobody plays defense these days. Quit trying to nick him. Just try to pick at everything. Nobody plays defense these days. Nobody. Let's get that understood right now. Nobody plays defense in the NBA. This is not 1980, 1990. A lot of y'all said that basketball was too physical back then. It was like wrestling and it wasn't real basketball. Now people want guys to play defense like it was in the 90s, but you don't want the offense like the 90s. So they picking these days. And then people are jumping on the bandwagon after one regular season game. You should have been supporting Trae Young. He's not a trash basketball player. He's one of the best basketball players in the world right now, crushing stuff. Ain't no point guards out here moving like this. I don't care if he's not in a big market. I don't care if he's not in New York or LA or anything like that. The guys who are out there, they ain't putting the numbers up like this. I don't care what city you playing in. And that's where the people who ain't real basketball fans, that's what they come into. You know what I'm saying? They trying to repeat whatever the news and the media say. Well, Trae Young, he needs to get it together. I just don't see it. And man, he's a fake Steph Curry. Steph Curry believes in Trae Young more than you guys do. Why is Steph Curry working with Trae Young every summer? And he sees more in Trae Young than you fans do. And y'all try to act like y'all basketball experts. You ain't never heard Steph Curry sit up and say, "Man, this dude is a fake. It's a fake basketball player, man. I don't like this guy. He want to be like me so bad and everything else. I can't stand this guy, man. He a fake Steph Curry. You ain't never heard nothing like that. Steph Curry admires this guy. Steph Curry knows how hard it is what Trae Young is doing. He knows how hard it is. And we all know that Trae Young loves how Steph Curry plays. He also loves how Dame Lillard plays. So we already see everything else, but people trying to make it seem like this just is a role that Trae Young's trying to play as if he's trying to be Steph Curry and he's not a real basketball player. We don't want to fake Steph Curry. First of all these guys that shooting basketball these days try to be like Steph Curry. And if we want to be honest, none of these guys are on Steph Curry's level. None of these guys can shoot no basketball these days. I don't know why these guys are shooting threes like that. It's the only guy that need to be shooting threes the way he does. You think Steph Curry don't look at this guy and say, "Hey man, you're doing a good job, bro. You're doing what you're doing. I believe in you." Steph Curry believes in Trae Young, but y'all don't. Yeah, time to stop watching basketball if you believe that.